Good morning, my lovely ladies. Oh my goodness gracious. So I've had several of you reach out to me asking me, how am I keeping my immune system super boosted and super strong during this last year, 18 months, right? So I thought I would do today's video specially on this. All right, I'm sure I'll forget some stuff, so I'm sure I will put in the notes some extra things. But and these are all great practices for us to do even outside of everything that's going on. And I'm going to speak generally, all right, because I'm sure we understand in the state of the world how things are going and how things are being censored, and we don't want that to happen, right? And then we also want to be mindful of the fact that I am not a doctor, I do not diagnose, I do not blah, 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 all that stuff, right? I am here to just support you on your wellness journey. So what have I been doing for me to keep my system super boosted? One, I do go to several different resources. We're going to talk about the oils and the supplements here in a minute, but I want you guys to be able to know that Dr. Mercola has really great up-to-date protocols always on his website. He has made an announcement, I think I've shared this in my newsletter, that when he puts an article up, he then within 48 hours pulls it down. So be printing out his stuff because it's super helpful. There is a couple other doctors that are very helpful with keeping up to date of what is truth that is going on as far as how to truthfully, without fear, take care of our health, right? Also, some really great resources is I shared with you guys a couple years back when Jackie Ritz, who's also a blogger, right, and a lovely oiler, she wrote Everyday Natural. So having books like that is going to be super helpful and supportive. I just last month got several new Hildegard books. This one I really love, Hildegard of Benjin's Holistic Health Secrets. Let's see if I can get it from it being super, there we go, not too white out, right? This one is really good. Oh my goodness. Plus it's really pretty and colorful. But she goes into a lot of the different herbs and spices, which then relates to our oils, right? So when she talks about lavender and all of its supportive benefits and how to be able to utilize it and everything, then you can relate that to the oil. The big thing is remembering our pillars of health. All right, so I want you to remember that sleep. Sleep is the number one way for your body to repair and to restore, right? It helps the organs do different things at night. So this is going to be super important to be able to keep your immune system super boosted. Then the next thing is our nutrition, our eating, all right? A lot of times people think exercise is what's next. That's important. Really and truly our nutrition. We can't out-exercise an unhealthy eating habit, right? But we can get really super clear on what foods are going to nourish our bodies and nourish our brains. Then movement is super important and powerful, all right? And then keeping stress out of our life, right? That includes not entering into fear, right? There's been a lot of fear over the last year and a half, right? And something that I've shared with you lovely ladies before, Dr. Caroline Leaf talks about this in lots of her books, lots of her videos and everything, but our brain can only hold either fear or love. at one time, not both of them together. So the more we enter into love, then the less fear spins in our brain. So how does that relate in our health? Well, if we're fearing having a cold or something, then that's going to spin in our head. But instead, if we say, ooh, I'm going to empower myself with these oils, with these supplements, with better sleep, with this or that, and I love getting to go for a walk. I love nourishing myself with this soup. I love getting to spend time with family and friends. Then we're not even entertaining the fear conversation, right? I love taking care of myself, right? Okay, so that all being said, I'm going to do some of this kind of backwards. And the fact of, I'm going to talk about the oils and supplementation that I think is the most powerful for us right now. And that, again, can go back to some of the resources. Oh, Dr. Eric Z also. Since he is an aromatherapist, aromatherapy certified, I mean, what I love about Dr. Eric Z, and I've shared with you guys before, is that he is all about essential oils, all right? But he's not branded in the fact of, he is truly about education. So if you're not on his newsletter, get on his newsletter as well, not just doTERRA's newsletter, but get on Dr. Eric Z, because he's going to give you this protocols. He's going to continue to keep you up to date on what is super important and powerful as well, just like Dr. Mercola. So every night, what I have been doing for myself for the last 18 months is every night I put on my feet, as well as with Serenity, all right? But again, I'm going to talk specifically, you guys know me, I'm usually a great big huge oil basket walking around, right? I am a diffusing body. So there's lots of other oils that I might be using for other things, right? But as far as for what has been going on the last 18 months, these are the specific things I've been using to keep my system super boosted. Is DDR Prime oil and Zendocrine oil on the bottom of my feet, and then whatever's left over, and I massage it in the bottom of my feet, really, really good. Whatever is left over, I then rub it on my belly, rub on the back of my neck, right? To be able to make sure and just boost my system through the night for it to be able to do the repair stuff that it needs to do, to make sure that I am staying super strong, super healthy, right? Those are the two oils that I use on the bottom of my feet at night. I also then take the Breathe stick, I didn't bring it down for some reason, and I get some of the Breathe stick or the Breathe oil, put it on my chest, put it all where the lungs are at, all right, to help the lungs breathe and clear and to restore. I also put it in the bottom or underneath my nose, bridge of my nose, all right, to again help with making sure that my lungs are staying super strong. In the morning after my shower, I do breathe again, but I also add rosemary, because rosemary helps even more with oxygenization. Say that really fast a gazillion times, right? So that's super powerful. At night, I also take one of my PBS cysts plus the probiotic, because at nighttime our gut is resting, restoring, and so it's the perfect time to do our probiotic, just like I've shared before. Then if you don't do any other supplementation, I encourage you to, so here we have the 3 oils that I talked about, and then the 2 supplements that I think are the most powerful for right now is the PB Assist, but then the bone nutrient. All right, so this is found in the women's section, right? In the tabs and all that stuff. But it's for everybody and anybody. And why is this one super important? Because I want you to hear what is all in it. All right, and I know that we've all read and heard and understand the protocols, and some of them are a little bit different, but there are 3 things that are a constant on all these protocols, which is vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. Those are the 3 super powerful vitamins for us right now, right? So the bone nutrient complex has vitamin C, right? It has vitamin D, has biotin, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and manganese, and boron. All right, and it has the really good forms to make it bioavailable for our body, for it to be able to absorb in our body well. All right, so again, the bone nutrient complex is super powerful. Throughout the day, I suck on a Breathe cough drop and a On Guard cough drop. Why? Because they both have a drop of the oil in them. So therefore it's going to help with supporting my systems. But the Breathe cough drop, the cool hack about it is it also has Melissa in it. And we know that Melissa is a super powerhouse of a support system oil, right? And so sometimes we might think, oh, well, I can't get Melissa because it is one of the higher end oils, blah, 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 right? Right. And it's no judgment, right? It is, we have to pick and choose how we spend our resources, right? And so if you want a really great hack to ensure that you're getting Melissa and not have to buy the bottle of the oil itself, the Breathe cough drops, all right? It gets you Melissa. Super powerful. All right, I always have an On Guard spray in my bag, all around, everywhere. Then the next ones that I would recommend in this order, really and truly. So that is the minimum. Oh, let's actually pause for a second. Getting fresh air, getting outside for 15 minutes every single day. All right, get your sunshine. All right, get vitamin D, which is really not a vitamin, it's actually a hormone, so therefore it's going to support your hormonal endocrine system. All right, take deep breaths. I want you to clean out your lungs. Outside, fresh air. All right, I want you to also do some research for yourself. All right, do yourself a favor, and I'll share this also. I'll do some research as well for you guys. But I want you to think about breathing in and breathing out. What is the point that we breathe out, right? We breathe out to release toxins, right? So when our breath is covered and we breathe out and then we breathe back in, what are we doing? We're breathing back in our toxins, and we don't want to do that, right? So we need to be clearing out our lungs as much as possible. Now I understand that some feel that due to work, due to certain stores, due to certain situations, circumstances, or maybe it's a personal choice to cover the face. Again, no judgment, but understanding that when you're doing that, you are requiring your lungs to work extra hard. You're requiring your system to work extra hard because you're now breathing back in your toxins. It's no different than when we are constipated. That is problematic for our system, right? Because the whole point of poop is to eliminate toxins, right? And when we're constipated, our body is intoxing. It is staying in a toxic state. It is not allowing the toxins to leave. So, and understand that there's a connection with all of our senses, right? So our sense of smell, our sense of touch, our sense of taste, our sense of sight, our sense of feel. I think I said touch already, right? Our 5 senses, they're all related and they're all connected. So when we are starting to desensitize our sense of smell, that is one, also not allowing us to be able to detoxify properly. then we're affecting all of our other senses that are going to affect our mental health and our gut health, our emotional health, all of that stuff, all right? And you guys know me. I'm all about us connecting our emotional and physical health. Okay, so fresh air, outside, sunshine, 15 minutes a day. Going to be super, super powerful with keeping your system boosted. Sleep, nutrition, movement, all right? Now, if you want to add any other supplementation, the ones I would recommend next in line would be, even though I mentioned the DDR prime as an oil, there's also the supplement to help you with internalization. I think it is powerful. I like the oil better, but I do, if I feel that I'm feeling a little bit run down, then I will also take one DDR prime for a couple of days on top of the On Guard Plus. All right, just to be able to ensure. All right, now one that I have been definitely taking more consistently is the Mito 2 Max. I always loved the Mito 2 Max before, but it has, again, with everything I've been learning the last 18 months, is it has some really important cofactors and circulation support, adaptogens that Dr. Mercola and Dr. Z both talk about in their benefits of what all is going on. So, and then another one that is super powerful is Deep Blue Complex. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't have any joint and aches and pains, or I have the Deep Blue oil or the Deep Blue rub. This is a little bit deeper, or a little bit different. Deeper, different. So it, yes, does help with aches and pains, but it also helps with internal inflammation. It has frankincense in it. It has turmeric in it. It has green tea, pomegranate. And don't think that the green tea is going to create an energy boost or a jittery typeness. It is the aspects of the green tea that is understanding that it is the therapeutic points of the green tea, okay? So, super powerful. And then finally, which I think all of us understand, that the trio, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, is super powerful. But remembering that you don't have to take the full dose, all right? The studies were done based off of I can't remember how many feet tall man, almost 200-pound man, all right? So us as women, one, our systems are different, and no matter what our weight is, a half dose really and truly can suffice. So don't feel like you have to take it the full dose to be able to reap the benefits. There are times that I only take a couple of them, all right? And I don't take all 3 of them. There's times that I take only 1 of the 4 each day, all right? So allow your body to have that ebb and flow in resonating with, I feel like I might be getting the burps from the omegas today, so I'm just going to take 1 after one of my heavier meals, all right? Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. It knows how to heal and how to support itself. These are all tools for us, right? But they're tools to help us stay boosted and super, super healthy. Let's see, final thoughts is, if you feel compelled, one other thing that I have been doing is I have, and this is something to definitely visit with your doctor about, especially if you have different health concerns or health situations that it might not be necessarily to your best interest, but there's ways to hack this, all right? I have been upping and adding more fast days. And remember, fasting can look different. There is intermittent fasting, where you just delay your eating until 10 o'clock in the morning, where you have basically a 12-hour window of eating. So actually, really and truly, if the last time you ate was 7 o'clock in the evening, then 7 o'clock in the morning is a 12-hour fast. You can bump it towards a 15-hour fast. And this book, Glow 15, Naomi Whittle, goes into details about understanding fasting and the benefits of fasting, as far as from a woman's point of view. Brad Pylon, I really like the fact that he geeks out on Eat, Stop, Eat, of understanding the benefits of a 24-hour fast, and that's from night to night. So there's actually never a day that you go without eating. It's just you go from, say, a noon to a noon, or an evening meal to an evening meal. And what are the benefits, all right? But again, depending on any health concerns, anything, definitely fasting is not something to just be to jump into. It has amazing health benefits, but it is not for everyone, and doesn't mean that you're not able to boost your immune system without fasting. I think that's it. And gratitude. Add gratitude to your daily life. Gratitude journal, gratitude board, just thinking grateful stuff, all right? That's going to help boost your immune system. So, great sleep, great food, live food, right? Movement, fresh air. These are the oils and the supplements that I've been using, some of the resources I've been using. And make sure that you have your resources, whether it's your oils books, any of your health and wellness resources that you might have in PDF form. Make sure you have them printed out also, so you can write notes and you can help yourself on this journey. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed day. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to visiting with you more soon. All right, you take care, and God bless.